So now that you've built a good solid foundation for yourself in the first 2 weeks of the Regimen program, extending the metaphor of building a house, we want to start building up from that foundation, and we'll start with what's called the four cardinal points, or to think of it in terms of the house, we could think of it as the four corners of the walls around the house. Now, I do want to make clear we are going to spend the next few weeks really going into the details of these four cardinal points, but I don't want you to lose sight of the fact that these are just 4 points amongst a broad spectrum or a universe of all different aspects of regimen. Regimen applies not just to the body, as we're gonna be focusing on some of those really key elements, but it applies to anything and everything about our health and our life, anything which needs balancing. And that could be not just at the physical level of our body, but in terms of our mind, soul, spirit, all the different things which really need some form of consciously applied balancing. Now, before we get into the actual four cardinal elements, even something which precedes them in importance are the two elements of air and sunlight. Without that, of course, all life ceases to exist pretty quickly. Now, to outline what these four cardinal points are, which we're going to be looking at for the next while, we have the first one is sleep, second is hydration, the third one is recreation, and the fourth is nutrition. Now, I'm laying these all out. I want to be clear that this is as you can apply with your capacity to either make a choice or make a conscious decision, or to use your willpower to apply your knowledge and your decision to these areas. So for example, the first one of sleep, that would mean we're talking about the conscious choice, to be in bed by a certain time and to create a certain sleeping environment, the quietness of your bedroom and all these kinds of things. And that's compared to an example which is not from Regimen, which is where your sleep is disturbed, say for some medical reason, say someone has some kind of disturbed liver process that's going on that's making it difficult for them to stay asleep past 3 a.m. They wake during the night. That's different than this idea of the four cardinal points as a conscious application of Regimen to make a choice which is for your better balance and better health. So your homework from this video is, of these four cardinal points, sleep, recreation, hydration, and nutrition, which one or which ones are you focusing on in your daily reflections and journaling so far? And which ones might you also want or need to pay attention to at this point?